Welcome back to another Apex Racing Academy basic track guide tutorial. Alex Simpson in the Mercedes AMG GT3 around Bathurst, Mount Panorama. Well, what can I say about this one, guys? Good luck holding on to your safety rating this week. This is very, very tricky. I think the key for anybody this week is all about just making sure that you're nice and consistent. Maybe not in everybody's nature. 95% round here, I tell you, is going to gain you more than you're going to lose this week. Watch out. Get your eyes on stalks, waiting for people to make mistakes in front of you as well, and be ready to take action. Move away from them as quickly as possible. Remember that no matter what, where the car was, it's not going to be. It's always going to move away from that. So try and think about, you're avoiding action. If they hit the wall on the right, they're likely to come across onto the left unless they're spinning and then they're heading back across the right. You need to think about where they are, where they're going, and make your avoiding action as quickly as possible. Because if you catch them, it's like you're going to get hit from behind as well, and that's going to be your race over and done with, and it's going to be not your fault at all. Right, let's take you through this lap. We'll do a half speed and then we'll sort of play it through a full speed as well, just so you can see it. Obviously a lot of time to think about all different corners on this circuit, so many long straights, and then obviously we've got the mountain. But coming into the first left-hander, we're braking sort of halfway between the 100 and the 50-meter board, and we're down into second gear, and we want to catch as close to the inside curb as possible to pick up the camber on the left. And as soon as you hit that apex on the left, that's when you want to be getting onto the gas. It's almost like taking a late apex in there. You want as much drive out of this corner and up this hill as possible. When you come out of that first corner, it can be a bit tricky, so make sure you use all of the track on the way out. Get the steering straightened up as soon as possible. Like I say, got a long wait until we get up into the into turn 2. Work your way out through the gearbox. I'm personally up into 6th gear, and I'm going to get ready to shift down into 3rd gear. Use the tarmac on the left as your braking cue, all the way down into 3rd gear. Touch that curb just a little bit on the inside, and then again drive nice and aggressive off that. Use all of the runoff area up to the wall. Is to gain as much speed as you possibly can here. Into this sort of double left section, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift off through the first left-hander and then start to brake the car almost in a straight line. Gentle braking, because I'm going to use the camber on the inside and get on the power nice and early coming out of there. A little shift over to the left just to try and make this right-hander easy. I can't quite get all the way, so I'm about in the middle of the track, so a little lift as I come over the crest, and then again just a little lift through the right-hander here so that I don't push out into the wall, but not much of one. The car's pretty good through there, and you can be pretty aggressive. Through the left-hander, it's flat out. I'm going to run out to the wall a little bit, and I'm going to have a little lift again just to get the car into this to the left. And yeah, I'll just be a little bit careful that we don't hit the wall on the right. Again, I'm just having a little lift into the left here, and then sort of trying to drive through. Now, you want to avoid going on that grass on the outside at all every time. It's basically going to throw you off the track. So if you need to be a little bit nervous, then do be it. Gentle braking down here, 4th gear and then 3rd gear. Try and brake as much as you can in a straight line so you don't lose the back end. Again, just a little dab of brake for the dipper, I believe it's called. And then get on the power, nice and aggressive coming out of that corner. If you want flat out through this section, be gentle on the brakes as you brake through this right-hander. It can make the back end kick out a little bit, and then brake a little bit more aggressive when you're in a straight line coming down. Hug this wall on the left-hand side. You want to basically slow in, fast out. You want to be driving out of this corner and have no issues with that right-hand wall. All you need is much straight line speed as you can get out of here, so slow in, fast out. Long time to think about this next left-hand corner as we're coming down here. Obviously, be aware of what people are doing around you. There's a lot of slipstream that guys are going to get this week, and there'll be a lot of people that will have their cars set up very differently. We could have people with high downforce, so they're quick at the top of the mountain and need that extra support up there, and those that have set it up so that they're not worried about that mountain. They know no one's going to get by them, so they're going for a straight out and out straight line speed so they can make moves down this straight into this section here. Looking for the dirty mark on the track, you want to brake before that down into third gear. Again, try and avoid the curb on the actual left, just get as close as you can, and then pick up that power. If you're flirting with the right-hand curb, it's just because you're taking in a little bit too much speed. Power out through that corner, should be flat out, shouldn't really be any issues. I mean, I had a little lift there, just I think that's just a bit of caution more than anything. And then we're looking to brake just before this sort of second lamppost here on the right. Down all the way into second gear. Again, get as tight to that apex as you can, and then power out of the corner. Watch for the oversteer that sometimes catches you out coming out of there. That's a lap around Bathurst. Let you guys watch that back at full speed, and I'll catch you next week. Alright guys, thank you very much. Hope you found that useful. Any questions, as always, just head on over to the Apex Racing Academy forum, apexracinguk.com/forums, and yeah, we'll be able to help you in there, all with the setup and data pack and everything else that has been up there since Sunday night, I think, so you can use that. Just so you know, this track guide here, this wasn't on default weather, this was like quite hot track conditions, very, very tricky actually, and I know on the default conditions we're about 3/4 to a second on that faster, and as always, these are always on race fuel. We don't share anything on qualifying, it's all about race, as that's what helps the most. Right guys, have fun, enjoy this week, and we'll catch you next week.